We going live right now. Today is Friday, November 14th, 2014. Yeah. Clap it up, clap it up. Don't stop, don't stop. Anyways, I just want to say about the, they have movie releasements and stuff on Friday. So today, Dumb and Dumber 2 with the T.O. came out today. Beyond the Lights, starring Danny Glover and Nate Parker. That's the dude from The Great Debaters that played the top dude. He's cool. Merry Freaking Christmas with Robin Williams. R.I.P. to that guy. You didn't even get to see your own movie, bro. That's crazy. It's also World Diabetes Day. So that consists of, I had to do my research and be like, what's that? So it's pretty much raising awareness, and they're doing bike rides, contributing to charities. They're also having information sessions to keep you aware and, have some knowledge about what diabetes is and what's happening and why people have it, type 1, type 2, and stuff like that, and how to pretty much get rid of it and not be affected by it. So some current events, I'm going to give a little shout out to DJ Bad. His birthday was just yesterday, so shout out to that guy. Hashtag Bad is good. My boy, my brother, as a matter of fact, Fresh, Beats Made by Fresh on Instagram. His birthday is tomorrow, November 15th. And, oh yeah, the Nick Jonas. You know Nick Jonas? One of the Jonas brothers, Nick. He's coming out with an album, and he said that he wants his fans, to buy his album so they can listen to it during sex. So I kind of thought that was pretty interesting and awesome. That was awesome. That's just awesome. Hey, you can't sit in that chair over there, bro. I got guests coming in, just to let you know. Mm-hmm. Also, Tyga, the rapper Tyga, he was pulled over in South Central because he was driving all crazy in a Bentley or a coupe or something like that, with like 5 or 6 people that was deep up in the car. His bodyguard and stuff got arrested. He just got through doing a video and blah, blah, blah. So why was he going so fast trying to get out of South Central L.A.? Who knows? But that's what happened. What else? Soul Train Awards was last week on the 7th, November 7th. It was cracking. It was in Vegas. I was there. Couldn't get no footage for you guys, but I do have pictures, and I didn't send them to the engineer. But next week I'll have them for you guys. Who I run into. I ran into Chris Brown. I didn't get to pretty much talk to him. I ran into Trey Songz. I talked to him. I ran into Flavor Flav. Seven, Tanasha, Justine Sky, 1500 or Nothing. The band was there. That was the house band. They told to show up. Talked to B.O.B. Nick and Vince was there. I mean, that's his name? Oh, Nico and Vince. There we go. Nico and Vince. They sing that song, Am I Wrong? Am I Wrong? But then it's never I be. Yeah. Anyways, they was there. Faith Evans was there. Just everybody was there, man. You know what I mean? I met the guy that's going to do the Tupac video, the Tupac movie. He was there, did an interview with them and stuff like that. So shout out to all of them. Shout out to Stevie Wonder. He's in New York right now, and he's getting ready to do the House of Toys and stuff like that. Okay, so tonight is going to consist of bullying. This is an important topic because a lot of people
anti-bullying.
Hey, yo, listen,
bullying.
check this out. It's going to be about bullying too, right? Because it's anti-bully, so you got to be a bully to be against bullying, which means anti-bully.
That's not true. You don't have to be a bully.
Whose show is this?
No comment.
So tonight, She Stands Corrected is about anti-bullying, and that means the opposite of bullying. I see somebody's head over the glass window, and if you can hear me, you can come inside and open the door. Just twist it and push. It'll open up for you. Just twist the door and push the door, and it'll be open sesame. Greetings. Y'all can come in, sit wherever you like, as long as there's a camera and a mic. So you can choose. That's fine, yeah. On the other side, too, they have cameras and mics and stuff, too. So, we're talking about anti-bullying. Thank you very much, Miss Haley. And a lot of people make light of this subject. I can attest and say I'm guilty of doing that when I was in school. and I used to be a part of it, but nothing serious. It's just like, jokes and stuff. But when it got too serious, I was like the mediator and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, which side are you on? Are you bully or are you anti-bully? Which one are you? So I have my share. And we would like to introduce the guests right now so we can, have time to pretty much get the sides of the story cracking off. So we have here Miss Haley. You can introduce yourself and give your whole spiel however you would like to do it, if you don't mind.
So when you say give my spiel, does that mean I'm supposed to tell my story or just introduce myself?
You can introduce yourself, and I'll come back to your spiel, which means to give your story.
Okay.
All right.
I'm Haley Grip, and I'm an actress, a model, and an anti-bullying advocate, and a chef.
Woo! Question, did you bring any food?
No.
Okay, you're not a chef. But next time I would like to try some food from Miss Haley.
Of course.
Please. I do like to eat. I'm skinny though, but
We'll get some meat on you.
please do.
Yeah.
I like to eat. So let that happen. So are you ready, Miss Keita?
I am.
All right, your turn. Is the camera on her? Let's get the camera, young engineer.
Hey,
I didn't hire you for nothing. All right, we good to go? Let's do it. All right, go ahead.
Hey.
Introduce yourself.
What's going on? My name is Keita Maguette, and this is me.
Sorry,
No.
it's Keita. Oh, sorry.
Yes, gotta say the T.
All right.
Yeah, that's who I am.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to give you both an individual chance of defining what bullying is or what anti-bullying is to start off.
Okay.
So whoever wants to go first, rock, paper, scissors.
You can go first.
Okay, cool. Bullying is when you use your power against someone else, when you overpower them in some form of way, whether it be mentally, emotionally, physically. It's an abuse of power.
Gotcha.
And anti-bullying would be the complete opposite of that, which would be utilizing your strength to help those who perhaps are getting bullied or, standing up for what is right. We getting paid? We getting checks? Hey, pass that over.
Cut the check, boy. Cut the check. Let's do it. We getting endorsed? No, we ain't getting endorsed, but let me gonna put that in my safe. Drinks on me.
I know the code.
Do you?
Lift.
That's good. So, Haley, your turn to give your perception about bullying and also anti-bullying.
I believe that bullying is any time you are putting someone down, whether it can be online, in person, physically, emotionally, really any way that you are impacting somebody's life negatively. Now, I believe being an anti-bully advocate means giving a voice to those who don't have a voice and really kind of spreading awareness, because a lot of times people are afraid to not only acknowledge when bullying is taking place, but, I feel like it's never too late to say I'm sorry, but it's also never too late to say I forgive you. Yeah.
Dope. See, my perception of what it used to be was, it's I call it the cartoon mentality, where they have like the big buff dude taking the little scrawny guy's lunch money and stuff like that,
Right.
or shoving them into the locker. But it's not only just that, like that you said, that it's not just
so more
physical. It could be
intricate
mental.
now.
It could be, whatever the case is, verbally.
Yeah.
And just it can be even talking about somebody's shoes, like, oh, look at your shoes. His shoes is beat
Yeah.
up or whatever. Like, and that can start something like really, really, really big.
Yes.
And that goes on a lot in grade school. People don't realize it, but it happens a lot, and a lot of people don't stand up for it. A lot of people don't notice it, whether it be the parents or the teachers. There needs to be some kind of management so it can, keep an eye on it, because the results are tragic. Some people, they hurt themselves, they can take themselves out. We see people shooting up schools and stuff, and some of that stuff was initiated from some kind of type of bullying
Absolutely.
that happened to them, and that was the
Yeah.
outcome, and how it occurred. So pretty much, I like what you guys gave. So
Thank you.
if you will, we can give your story if you like, and to share your run-ins, I guess I can say, with bullying and why you advocate for anti-bullying.
Okay. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. When I wake up every day and look in the mirror, I put on a smile and I say everything's going to be okay, because that's what I have to do. I wake up and I see a pretty girl with red hair and brown eyes, but I also see the permanent, invisible scars of being bullied. And I'll see those for the rest of my life. And only occasionally, when you look closely in my eyes, can you see it. But it all stemmed from being diagnosed with Tourette syndrome at age 10. Now, Tourette syndrome is a bioneurological brain disorder, which there's no cure for. Basically, when you want to raise your arm or stomp your feet or speak, your brain has to send little messenger taxis, which are neurons, to tell you to do what you want to do. But when people with Tourette syndrome have something called a tic, which could be physical, like a motor tic, or vocal, there is a wall in your brain, and the neurons cannot get through. Now, that wall is what Tourette syndrome is. But along with Tourette syndrome, you don't just get the tics. You get the social anxiety, you get the ADHD, the OCD, and a whole list of other things, which I won't get into. But it was almost as soon as I had a diagnosis, which I had been struggling from the symptoms for 2 years, the bullying amplified. When I was in 7th grade, I started a new school. And little did I know that within maybe the first 2 days after that, I didn't smile for 2 years. And it all happened because of a teacher that I had. Now, you're supposed to trust the people in charge, the people you're supposed to look up to them. And my teacher slandered me and lied and said that my Tourette's was contagious and told the other students to avoid me like the plague. She also sabotaged my student council run, and she would bring me up in front of the class every day and say, "Class, what do you think Haley forgot today?" Even if I hadn't forgotten anything. And this is because they forced me to use a locker, which was difficult to unlock. Now, there was an instance where the nun, who was also the principal, yanked me out of church by the ear for barking, and that was my Tourette syndrome, and they knew that. And they accused me of vying for attention. Now, at this time, at 12 and 13 years old, I didn't know how to fight back. So I put up a wall and shut people out to protect myself. And that was when I stopped trusting people. Now, after 3 years of struggling with difficult Tourette syndrome and, the lack of friends because I couldn't let anybody in my life, I was tired of holding on to the anger and the pain and the hatred. I needed to forgive my bullies. So I decided I'm going to fight back positively. So the first thing I did was forgive them I didn't even give them the time of day. I could have looked them up on Facebook or whatnot, but I just decided to let it go. And then I went and trained as an ambassador for the Tourette Syndrome Association, and I lobbied in Washington, D.C., and I got a bill passed called the IDEA Act, and this prevents any teacher in the state of California from ever abusing a student with disabilities again. Now, as soon as I was able to fight back positively, everything started to get better, and my tics started to lessen, and it was really forgiving my bullies that cured my Tourette syndrome. And once again, there's no cure. Now, I started to speak to schools about anti-bullying and what Tourette syndrome is, because 1 in every 100 kids has Tourette syndrome, but only 1 in every 10,000 kids is actually diagnosed by a doctor. So if you think about all those kids who are in school and acting out, you never really know. Now, after a year of everything going well, I lost my best friend. My dad passed away very suddenly, and at this point in my life, I had a choice. I could either drown in my sorrows, or I could rise above and look at everything positive in my life. And that's what I did. I thought, I was incredibly blessed to have an amazing father for 17 and a half years, and many people don't have that. Now, one of the last things he said to me was, Haley, you need to stop pleasing others and follow your own dreams. And I went to college for a year, and this haunted me. And I decided to leave. I nannied for a year and then decided to follow my dream like my dad had encouraged. And then it kind of all took off from there. I did CSI and Lifetime and Hallmark and Verizon ads. But although my passion is acting, my calling in life is to help others. And I believe that there's no point in spreading any more negativity and retaliating. I believe in spreading awareness and educating others on the facts of bullying. And because, like I said, I'm 21 now, so it's been 8 years, and I can still see those invisible scars. I'll probably have them for the rest of my life, but it's shaped me into the person I am today. Now, people have asked me, if you had a choice not to have Tourette syndrome or to have never been bullied, would you take it? And my answer is no, because I was given Tourette's for a reason, to be a role model for others and raise awareness. And same with bullying. I was bullied so that I could be a voice for those that don't have a voice. I'm going to give the floor to Kita.
That's deep. That's deep. Before we give it over to, I was in school. I was a preschool teacher, and
Really?
yeah, and that idea
Run!
came up in our. Hey, leave me alone. I was a preschool teacher back 2 years ago. I was a preschool teacher,
It's
and I
like
had
the
to take all
cutest thing
these,
ever.
Yeah, I had to take all these classes and blah blah.
Yeah,
And
you need
that was
10.
One of the, yeah, well, actually, I needed 21.
Oh,
I needed 21
you
credits.
must have taught at an exclusive preschool.
I wasn't the head teacher, but I was a teacher and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it was a great experience, you know what I mean? But the last parts of it was, I don't want to go there, but
Yeah, let's not.
yeah, but yeah, that you mentioned that Idea Act. I remember coming across that act, and it was like, oh yeah, this is for the people with disabilities, and I was like, okay, yeah, blah blah blah. And
That's
for you to come
incredible.
here and say
Nobody's
that,
ever
I'm just
said
like,
that.
yo, what the heck? Like, I used to freaking have to study that in my class.
Yeah,
Like,
Awesome.
and I
like
got
here
that
you
passed.
are sitting here. That's like dope, crazy.
Thank
like,
you.
You know what I mean? So I commend you for that, and
Thank you.
you know, making that step up and fighting for people. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
even like how you said that, would you go back and would you lose it, and you know, not have Tourette's or something like that. A lot of people are like, yeah, I'll give it up. I don't want it. But you made a great point, a valid point about, you know what I mean, you having it to make a difference to help others come out of, you know what I mean, because you're not
Yeah.
the only one, so it's other people that's dealing with that
Yeah.
as well, and they need somebody, some kind of role model, some type of, you know, plan to go by, and you being there is a great example and a great road to lead by, so
Thank you.
I commend you for that. And now we're going to get over to Kita.
Thank you. You said it correctly. Thank you.
All right, there you go.
Hey, hey.
Hey, so what's your spiel? What's your story?
So, yeah, long story short. Try to make it as short as possible. My name is Kita, and I grew up here in Los Angeles. I'm half black and half Guatemalan. So my first year in high school, I got bullied by 8 black girls for being light-skinned with long hair.
There it is.
And it went so bad to the point where they ended up beating me up and breaking my jaw, my shoulder blade, 4 of my ribs, my pancreas and my liver were bruised to the point where I had to take stuff to make them function again.
Right.
And I suffered drastically from PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder,
Right.
for years, literally like up until 2 years ago. And I still, there's like one thing that still bothers me, but I'm aware of it so I can control it.
Right.
But yeah, so dealing with that was something that number one, I never even spoke about it. Not until I created my nonprofit, which is Team Bully Buster.
Okay.
But the things that helped me overcome what happened to me was becoming an actress. I instantly left that school. I never went back to that school, and then changed school districts as well. And then I was on an accelerated program to graduate fast just to get out because I had so many mental issues and scars, the way Kelsey spoke about. So with that being said, I had to choose parenting, acting, or like wood shop or cooking. And I was like, okay, I don't want to carry a little egg around.
Which one do I want?
Or a little flour bag pretending it's a baby, and I didn't want to cook and smell like food. I had all these thoughts. These were really my thoughts. Like, I don't want to have flour on my hands and smell like bacon.
Why not? Bacon is good.
I know, but I'm a vegetarian, and I was like,
there we go. Look at.
I'm like, I'm gonna have to cook things and stuff, and I didn't want to do wood because I have allergies, and so I just figured inhaling all the sawdust and stuff wouldn't be good. So I just figured, I guess I'll do acting, and so I went in, and Redondo Beach is where I graduated, Redondo High School, but they have a very big performing arts center. So I was given a monologue to take home and rehearse or whatever, and come home and perform it. Come back the next day and perform it. So when I did, I blew myself away, and the entire class, like, my father helped me go over it and over, and I literally, like, I had never felt so good in my life.
Yeah.
Like, up until that point, I wanted to be a district attorney, I wanted to be a lawyer, I wanted to, like, fight for what was right, and then with what happened to me, and with not speaking to my family about getting bullied, because, and I'm digressing, but just to fill that little space in, I never spoke about what was happening to me at school because I didn't have anyone to speak to.
Right.
My parents were going through a crazy bad divorce, and my mom had recently gotten hit by a car.
Wow.
So she was in a coma for like 39 days and had to have everything reconstructed on her whole body. So little did I want to come home and be like, hey, I'm getting picked on, you know? Like, I just thought it was normal, but it honestly made me terrified to go to school. So acting brought me out of my shell again. Like, it helped me have a happy place, I guess. And I told my dad, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I was like, and I could play a lawyer and make way more than an actual lawyer. Yeah.
Let's do it.
So I pursued my acting career and have been successful doing that for the last, let's not age me, for years.
I'm not gonna ask. I know how it is.
I've been successful doing that, and then not until recently, about 2 years ago, I was talking to a director who was helping me get to a certain place in my character, and he was like, "Have you ever gone through something?" And you know, was pulling out the meaty stuff of your being. And so then I told him what had happened to me, and he was like, whoa, pause on the acting. Like, you really need to do something with this. Like, you have a tremendous story, and who you are today, like, you have something. Like, you need to do something. So I went home and I prayed about it, and I brainstormed, and I came up with the nonprofit organization Team Bully Buster. So there's 3 main components to it. The first one is I created a curriculum, kind of like DARE, that I hope takes off like DARE on steroids, like nationwide, like just something that it's in every school. But it's for teachers, it's for faculty, and it's for students to understand and be aware of bullying and how to recognize it, and then also the tools on how to stop it. There are a lot of anti-bullying organizations, and their goal is to shed awareness, but I feel like we're all pretty much aware it happens, but now we just need to know how to stop it. So I've come up with that, and I developed that. And so we visit schools. Pretty much the rundown is I talk about me, who I am, how I came up with it, talk about the different ways there are bullying. It's a very interactive program. It's kind of like a spectacular. I don't know. I can't think of another bigger word, but it's just so much energy, and the kids love it. We just did 3 huge assemblies here in Los Angeles, and reached over 1,000 kids. And it's very interactive. I talk about the importance of self-defense, confidence, physical fitness, because those are things that I didn't have. Like, had I had the confidence in myself and who I was and being comfortable in my skin, I probably would have stood up for myself, number one. Number two, self-defense is so important for a girl, number one, this day and age. But, like, just knowing how to, if someone's going to punch you, like, someone's gonna punch you. Bless you.
Don't worry, everybody.
Sneeze.
False alarm.
If someone's gonna punch you, it's nice to know how to get out or to, like, defend yourself. So for me, I just took that and created what I believe is most important, and created Team Bully Buster. And then the other aspects are I interview public figures, athletes, celebrities, everyday people who have been bullied, and hear their story and how they overcame it. And then also there's a platform for students to write in if they're getting bullied and they feel like they can't talk to anyone at the school, faculty or friends or whatever. Write in, give us their information, the bully's information, as best as they can, and we actually contact the school and let it be known what's happening, and then also follow up to make sure that the problem stopped. Because that was a void for me. Had there been a teen bully buster, oh my God, I would have written in and been like, this is happening.
Like, yo, check this out.
Because I didn't feel like I could talk to my mom who's in a hospital bed, or my dad who's like dealing with my 16-year-old brother and like doesn't live at home anymore. Right. So in a nutshell, that's pretty much me. And in all that, in acting, landed me a role with Wow Women of Wrestling, which was a huge overcoming thing for me because I had such a big physical fear. It was one of my symptoms from PTSD, like Space Invader is what I call it. Like if someone's standing too close, like it really freaked me out. Yeah. So I got the audition to be on Wow Women of Wrestling, and I walked in and I was like, oh no, I could never do this. No. Like these girls are all over each other. And so I stayed and I just kept watching, and I kept watching all the other girls, and I was like, let me just try this. Yeah. So I went in and I did really good, and I've already had the athletic background. And I pretty much just kept going with it, and that led to another thing, and it just kept opening so many doors for me. And then I started fighting. Like I train in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. And
let me not get in your bad side real quick. Let me stay positive with you.
And so with that, it came my love for understanding self-defense and martial arts and realizing how important it is. And I really feel like girls should be taught that.
Right.
And unfortunately I wasn't, but like when I have children, they're literally coming out of the womb and going straight to jiu-jitsu. Like I really feel like it's the most important martial art, especially for any woman, because the most vulnerable place, if we're ever going to get accosted, raped, or whatever, we're on our back with our legs open, but that's actually a very powerful position to be in. But if you don't know what to do, you're screwed, you know? Yeah. So for me, it's just something that I implemented in my program, and I just pray that it takes off and goes, worldwide. We've been doing really good so far, so the demand is there, definitely. School districts are reaching out from all over, all the way to Texas, saying that they want us to come to the school, and I'm like, I wish there were more of me. But
that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So before we go on break, I want everybody who's watching right now to think about like ways that you've been bullied, or ways that you can stop bullying somebody if that is you or someone that you do know of. How you can help, how you can step in and be a difference, cause a difference in somebody's life, to be a positive influence, to be a positive guide, to be someone that a role model, to stand up for what's right. And just think about that, because I am right now. And when we come back, I'll give a little bit of something about myself just because I can, because I'm the host. So we want to go out with this young song from, what's his name? Trey Songz and B.O.B. I just like this song. It makes me feel good. So.
You will be mine. You will. Even if it's somebody else's. Girl, not for long. Right. Girl, not for long. 'Cause I'm your type. You know. If you got the wrong impression. Girl, not for long. Girl, not for long.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. Maybe at the club, maybe at the bar. I wanna show you off like a trophy car. 'Cause anything's better than nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing on you. I just wanna show you a table for two. All you did was go on a date with a dude. You know he don't fit, he ain't tailored for you. You just on a nigga dick 'cause he sold a brick. Has he ever wrote a hit on some poor shit? That's who you chillin' on the sofa with. I ain't trippin', in a minute it'll be over with. Aye.
You will be mine. Even if it's somebody else's. Girl, not for long. Girl, not for long. 'Cause I'm your type, girl. If you got the wrong impression. Girl, not for long. Girl, not for long.
Not for long.
Girl, not for long.
Not for long.
Girl, not for long.
Yeah. When they see us together, hell no, they can't stand it. I wonder if you're matching your bras with them panties. A gorgeous skin tan, hit the mall and do damage. The she hit the high note, we all gon' have Grammys. It's marble, not granite. From the counter to the shower for an hour. Superpowers, that's that mojo. Yeah, baby. Austin Powers, search real nigga. I'ma pop up in your browser. Ayy, so don't get your body wet. Panties off, we ain't made it to the lobby yet. Put you on game, girl, so it's obvious. I'll give you the word if you ain't got it yet. Bobby.
You will be mine, even if it's somebody else's. Girl, not for long.
Right.
Girl, not for long. 'Cause I'm your type, girl. If you got the wrong impression, girl, not for long. Girl, not for long.
Not for long.
Girl, not for long.
Not for long.
Girl, not for long.
Not for long.
Girl, not for long. Girl, not for long. You might be with someone else, but I still see that you finna be with a G like me. You never need no one else, and I know you know. I'ma be like I told you so. You will be mine, girl. Even if it's somebody else. Even if it's somebody else. Oh, girl. You're not for long. 'Cause I'm your type, girl. If you got the wrong impression, girl, not for long. Girl, not for long. Girl, not for long. Baby, not for long. Girl, not for long. Girl, not for long. Girl, not for long.
All right. We are back in the business. So, I love that song. Shout out to Trey Songz and B.O.B. I'm gonna produce a track with them one day, and I'll play it on my show.
For that, Lord.
Sounds good. Shoot up a prayer, everyone.
Amen.
Thank you, Jesus. Amen. So, coming back to the show, I told you guys I'll give a little bit of something. I really haven't been bullied. I have been bullied, but not really. And I grew up in a home where my dad, he was, I guess you could say, gangster. We couldn't dare come back home saying that something happened or somebody bullied us.
God, I wish that would have been my life.
Yeah, so it's just like, if you come home and say that you've been bullied, he's gonna kick our ass.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what? Somebody did what? Oh, he take us to the backyard. I seen him beat my brother up.
No, that's how my boyfriend is with his kids. And
Yeah.
I'm like, God, I wish my dad
So,
would have been like that with me.
It was like, if anything happened at school, I would not ever go back to the house and be like, hey, man, I got bullied, man. This one dude pushed me against the wall. Like, oh, he did? Okay, come in the backyard real quick. Boop, 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 and just caved my chest in. I'm already skinny, but, like, you know, I would be even worse off. But anyways, I was in elementary school, and I got, like, kind of, like, jumped by, like, 3 dudes. We was playing around, but, like, it turned serious, and, like, we started fighting or whatever the case is, and I used to get bullied, but I made, like, jokes out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I made light of it and jokes and stuff, and I knew I couldn't go home to talk about it and stuff like that. And just over time, when I grew up, it was just that I was, like, a mediator for people that were being bullied and stuff like that. Like, if I caught any, even if I know you, if I don't know you, I'm gonna pretty much stand up for you. If the guy looks like he's big and he'll beat me up, I'm still gonna be like, hey, yo, chill out, man. You know, he ain't messing with you. Or chill out, you know, pick on somebody your own size. And, you know, the cartoon be like, who, like you? And I'll be like, no, but, you know, but whatever the case is, I always try to, like, step in to the gap and try to stop bullying. And people always call me like, why you always trying to be Superman? Why you always trying to do this? But, like, little did I know I was, you know, anti-bully, and I was advocating.
Buster.
Yeah, I was a bully buster, and I didn't even realize it. But I don't like confrontation.
But
You know, go ahead.
I also feel like a lot of the time people just try to help the victims, and I feel like that's where one of our biggest problems is by just helping the victim.
You're not stopping the
You're
problem.
not stopping the problem,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
by really helping the bully, you are stopping the problem, because a bully will just move on to the next victim.
Right.
And it's really about sitting them down and figuring out what's going on, because a lot of times the bullies themselves are being bullied, whether it be at home, at school, whatnot. And I mean, we have to take that into account. There's always another story.
That is true. That is very
it's
true.
very
It's
true.
always
That's in the
pretty
curriculum
much.
as well.
Yeah.
Because through many of my speakings and visiting schools, so many times, like, one of the initial questions that I open up with is, who's been bullied? And everyone raised their hand, and then I'm like, now who's a bully? And then everyone's like, ooh. And one time a kid really raised his hand, and I was like, come up here. And I put my arm around him, and I was like, so tell me, why do you bully? Like, what do you do that for? And he was like, well, my brother bullies me at home. And so it makes me just be mean to kids here at school because he's mean to me. And that was so early on, like in the first year or whatever. And then I was like, man, this is so important. Like, we got to reach homes.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just programs for kids. It's not. Like, this is for the parents. It's for the teachers.
Right.
Like, teachers don't even know how to handle it. Like, what happened to her? You know what I mean? Like, there's a way to handle the situations, and people don't know how. So I feel like that's where my niche came in.
That's incredible that you were like traveling around to different schools and stuff.
Yeah.
I hope you get to go to Texas
Thank
and
you.
whoever and have more people call and say, hey, I need you to come over
Right,
here. Hey,
right,
I need
right.
you to come over here. Please go. And if you can't get it, make a team and send a representative.
I
or
know,
something
right?
like
I
that,
wish I could duplicate
'Cause,
myself.
Yeah,
But
a lot of people do need to, know about this and become alive.
yes.
So, well, I just want to know, what do you guys think about the adults or the faculty meetings or the teachers who know or that see the bullying and they really, they turn their head or something like that and they really know? Because it's, to be real, it's out there. People see it and
totally.
they just be like, oh, okay, whatever. This is just the everyday thing. What do you guys think about those kind of adults?
I mean, as a complete overall judgment on them, I don't know. But as far as, I feel like they don't know how serious it can be. I feel like it's just looked at like they're just picking and it's normal. But it gets severe and it gets worse the more that you don't address the problem.
I actually have a slightly different view. I feel like every school is different, but I've come across a lot because I give speeches across the country. I fly out and tell my story of inspiration and hope, and I feel like sometimes it's the head of the school. So it's where teachers will do something or they will try to implement something or reprimand, but when the principal doesn't follow through or whatnot, I feel like it doesn't go anywhere. And there's often times where there's been teachers who will do, you write up a report about a student of bullying or whatnot, or a guidance counselor will do it, and nothing happens.
Right.
So it's the administration as well. So yes, there are instances. I mean, if you think about it, at recess, across the whole schoolyard, you can't monitor everybody. You don't know what's going on.
Right.
And then when somebody tells, it's he said, she said. And then if usually the bullies are the ones with the power, with the people backing them, so they'll go to other students and say, hey, did you see this happening? And everybody will back the bully out of fear. Now, what we need to do is take the power away from the bully, because when you take away all that fear, and when they have nobody backing them, they have nothing.
Right. That's real.
Yeah.
That's cool. I also think it starts with the, like you said, the administration as well, the faculty, because I'm pretty sure it's faculty members and the principals that's bullying the teachers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We're bullying them into submission.
Right. Into like, hey, I need you to do this, or I need you. If you don't, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's a different.
Happens in the
a different
workplace. It
type
happens
of
everywhere.
bullying.
The NFL
bullying
player that
is
just got bullied.
The NFL player?
Yeah, you didn't hear about
no,
that?
what happened?
Earlier in the year, he just signed with the team, and like the guys that were already on the team were pretty much hazing / bullying and telling him that they needed to give him money, the quarterback or whoever it was, like money, a certain amount of money for each game.
Right.
Yeah, it got really bad to the point where he came out. He was getting bullied in the NFL.
Wow.
And so it was a big old thing. But yeah, it's
That's crazy. No, and people look at NFL players like the most.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They look at them like the bully, not them getting bullied
Right.
by,
By their
another
peers.
NFL player. Right. So it's just like people don't realize, until something happens and then everybody
And it's too
gains
late
the
at that
awareness.
point, which
Exactly.
is my whole point is there's a documentary called Bully, and there's two kids, and one's picking on the other little boy, and then the little boy tells the teacher, and then the teacher says, did you do this? And he's like, no, and he's like, okay, she goes, okay, well, say sorry, and he's like, sorry, and then
Right.
she walks away, and then he kicks him. It's like
Right,
she didn't
right,
take it
right.
seriously enough to say, okay, what's happening? What's happening to you? Okay, why are you doing this? Like, there wasn't that dynamic. It was like, slap on the wrist, go. But that ends up being where the kid then commits suicide because that guy was bullying him so bad.
Yeah.
But it was just looked at like, stop, you know?
Now, y'all make me want to get included and do a branch off and do my
come
own
on, be a
anti-bullying.
bully
I swear,
buster.
like, I'm not just saying that right now, but like for real,
No,
for real.
seriously.
It's like, okay, on Mondays, it's like my off day from work. So I'll be like, okay, I'm going to go to these little different schools, whether it be elementary, junior high, or...
Got the experience and the connections in the
school.
preschool world. You might as well start young.
All right.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Well, our
Shout out to the
tagline-
engineer, Chris. So yeah, I think that's a real incredible idea that I should do, and I'm gonna need somebody to be on my back about it. Be like, hey, did you go? Did you go check in? Did you go see about the anti-bullying?
Be on Team
know?
Bully Buster. Our tagline is do something. So whether you are doing something yourself for yourself, like saying stop
Yeah.
and creating a space or something, or telling a teacher, or if you're an onlooker, go tell.
Right.
Like, do something. Don't just let it happen. Don't let bullying happen anymore. Like, do something.
Right.
So our whole motto and like everything is do something. Be somebody who does something about
Right.
it. So
Right. True.
there it is.
And for all you people who think you're too gangster, it's not called snitching.
No.
All right, it's helping. You ain't gotta go tell the teacher. Go tell the person. You ain't gotta tell the cops. Go tell the person. Y'all
you can
work
tell
it
the
out.
cops or the teacher.
Well, I would necessarily wouldn't do that. You know, I was raised in the hood, so that was kind of the street code. You feel me? What I'm
Hey,
saying?
hey, see, that creates
it's
fear.
it's not fear. You just got to go to the source.
If
Never
you-
let
That's what I
fear
call it.
quiet you into
You
submission.
got to go to the source. The source
Well,
is
bullying
the
is a chain reaction, and once we break that chain, anything's possible.
silence. All right, ready to the Ricky Lake Show with Montel Jordan or Montel Williams. I mean.
Montel Williams.
Montel Williams. I ain't gonna say that. What you looking at me for, bruh? Oh, you want to go on break? What you want to go on break? This ain't no Kit Kat, boy. What's going on? Give me a break.
Kit Kat where?
If anything, I know Kit Kat. Where is a Kit Kat? I don't know who's watching this, but if you're watching,
Bring us
if you
Kit
want to
Kat
call in,
now.
bring us a Kit Kat, please. But if you want to call in, give a description or give your story, your testimony, you can call in live now at 323-965-1600. That's 1600 for all of you who don't know your numbers. 323-965-1600. So, what are you saying over here, engineer? You want to listen to the music video right now? You're not ready for that? All right, we have a music video coming up for you guys pretty soon when it gets it queued up. But for right now, I guess we'll play a little bit of game called Pick and Choose.
Okay.
So right now I have 20 questions. So it's two people now. It's two individuals. So we can divide that into 10 or however you want to do it. And we can start by who wants to go first. You just choose a number as we go down the line.
Well, I want to be 11, so I'll be odd. 11's my lucky
11,
number. What
okay.
can I say? 11 makes me feel groovy.
What's 11? All right. Would you ready to go to Puerto Rico or Brazil?
Both.
Both. Well, yo, listen. That's the kind of answer that I would give. Because I'd be like, you know what? They both sound good.
I know,
gonna
they
go
both
to this
sound
one.
good.
Which one would you pick? Which one would you pick?
I think Brazil.
Brazil. Okay. Why Brazil?
Heard a lot of good things.
Okay. What about you, Kita?
Brazil for sure.
Brazil. Okay.
The food and the music.
culture.
And
Definitely the
I want to
culture.
learn the samba, so why not?
Gotcha. All right. What about your number? Which number do you want to choose?
7.
7. 7 is, how do you feel about old people?
Old people?
Yes, ma'am.
Wisdom. Like they're wise.
Wisdom.
I mean, yeah, they got it. And give it to me.
2 things. Cranky.
Thanks a lot.
I mean, you get
Like,
after a certain age and you just lose your patience.
I hope no
The
old people watching
second-
it right now.
The second is, God, they're funny.
Yeah.
Well, just with all of their knowledge, we can learn so much. But I feel like a lot of the time, just some of the things that they'll say, I could just be around them for hours. I just love it. I will cook for old people, and I will love
I can't wait till I get old. Shoot.
Yeah, why don't you call me in 20 years and I'll
sure
bring
will.
over a
think he's
nice
gonna be old
pizza
in
with a
20
little
years.
pesto and light formaggio and a little fresh arugula on top.
See, she's using vocabulary I know nothing about. But that's fine.
Because you're a gangster.
Right. Tell me about it. I graduated from the streets. No, I'm fine. Choose a number.
Damn straight.
Choose a number. Another number.
Oh, I have to choose another one?
Always.
2.
Shout out to Chris. Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Why?
Because he is the greatest rapper of all time. And there is nothing else more to say. He is just like, bang it.
There it is, right there.
He's swagger.
Tupac. I rep LA. I'm from here, born and raised. So
All right. Your turn to choose a number.
3.
Number 3. I don't know if you guys know this person, but 50 Tyson or Ice JJ Fish.
Tyson.
Tyson. You know who 50 Tyson is?
No. Oh, I thought you were saying 50, the rapper Tyson, and then I was like, I don't know.
No,
who
these are
JJ
rappers.
Fish
I'm
is.
gonna skip that because
Oh.
Don't say JJ. Wait, is JJ Fish the... Is he who I think he is?
the singer, mover guy.
You call him a singer?
Well,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I think he could go platinum.
Oh yeah, no, he's like, who's that guy? What was his name? Michael Fong from American Idol. She banged. She banged.
Yeah. So we have JJ Ice Fish in the
That's who he is. That's what he's like. And he's got a great smile.
He does.
Real excellent.
Yeah, he does. He uses Invisalign.
I need a new number.
Next number. I got you.
That didn't really work out so well.
Number? What was? Oh, so chicken. Pick another number.
Wait, I thought it was my turn.
20. Well, she didn't like that number because she didn't have any relevance to who.
I don't know
the
who
heck
those
that
people
was.
are. I think I'm too old.
What is 20? 20 is country or classical.
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 Yeah.
Country. I mean, you gotta, I can just go and it'll be like 6 a.m. I'll be on my way to set and I'll be tired. And when they just talk about the achy, breaking hearts, I mean, you just like, I die laughing.
I love country.
It's so great. It's so entertaining. It's kind of like reading a Juicy magazine, but with twang.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Like if you actually listen to the lyrics.
Oh my
of the country
gosh.
song,
They just cheer me
it's
up.
so funny. It's
If
like
you
so
are ever being
hilarious.
bullied or having a sad day, just turn on a country music song.
and they'll just
my
it seems like
gosh.
they slide a little message in there, or just
They
like
do.
they just slide it right through, and you wouldn't even know what they're talking about if you're not listening. They'll like slide something right by you,
Oh
and
yeah.
you wouldn't know. Okay, next number.
13.
13. K-Day or Power 106?
Is 106 K-Rock?
It is not.
It's power.
Power 106 is 105.9 with Big Boy.
Big boy in the morning.
105.9.
Big Boy!
I've never listened.
Hey, yo, listen. You gotta know what 105.9
Wow.
I'm.
is. We'll skip.
No
We'll
comment.
skip. Next
Can I have
number.
a different number, please?
Yes, what number you want?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
What number do you want?
Oh gosh, this is complicated.
Pizza number?
9 because it's divisible by 3.
I can't give you that. It's a little bit not suiting for you.
Okay, and I have 8.
No, can you please? Now you have to.
Okay, it says shaved or no.
Oh my God, never mind. Skip. How is that on there?
Oh my God, I just got it. Oy vey.
That sounds like, you know what?
Yeah,
Just for
pick a new
you,
number.
just for your own, yeah. I was skipped.
You know, I think
You know,
I'm turning red as
it
a
was
tomato.
so
I'm already
funny.
fair. I'm gonna turn red, and it's gonna be all your fault.
It's so funny because I was
Mm-hmm.
when I
Keep
thought
saying
about
it's
it,
so
it was
funny.
so funny because I thought about it like out of nowhere. It just came up and I was just like,
Do
I
people
just started
answer
dying
that?
cracking. It's my first time doing this is my first time
Accidentally,
including-
and it's us.
It's my
I know.
first time doing that,
You
and
know,
I was
on
like,
anti-bullying stuff.
I don't know if I want to say this number.
Okay, can I please have number 8?
Number 8 is basketball or football. That's very good, right?
Ooh.
That's very PG.
Football because I'm damn good. I play with rock and roll bands too.
What?
And I can throw, I can catch. Yeah, I'm a football girl, but I like college over the NFL. It's just more interesting for me. They're
does
too
seem
good
like
in the NFL.
They're more.
I like to see them
agile
evolve
and
as a
stuff like
team.
that. They're like caterpillars.
But, and basketball, I couldn't play to save my life. Usually what happens is I'll go, throw it to me, throw it to me, throw it to me, and it'll hit me in the head and I'll fall over.
Oh, you're one of those that be on movies.
But football,
talking
I'm
about
real,
you.
real good. I'm real good at
For real,
football.
for real,
I
for real,
promise.
for real?
Yeah, I'm legit. Somebody get a football and I'll throw it. Well, I don't want to be mean and throw it at you.
Don't worry. That's why you have to do it to catch it. You know, hey,
Where can you catch a football?
always.
Okay.
I was bullied by my dad to play football.
Ooh.
He made me play football. He said, "What? You on punishment? Go play football."
I don't play sports competitively because I become aggressive. Like be aggressive. Be aggressive.
That's what
And
you
I
gotta
like
be.
to be nice and sweet.
Eat or get eaten. Okay.
Well, if it's my food, you can eat my food.
Basketball or football?
Basketball all day. I grew up playing ball. I played all on American round ball, traveled all over. I played high school, college,
Oh, so you're a baller.
point guard. I'm a point. I'm a
what?
baller.
You're
I
a point guard?
Yes.
Oh, yo, listen, I got to guard you. Take the ball away from me.
Wore Jordans every day. I still do.
Yo. Well, you got on high heels right now.
Nah, wrong girl. You'll never see me in high heels.
No, I do not have high heels on right now. Psych. Okay, so you talked about rock and stuff. So we do have a song. And do you know these people? Or Galvanized Souls? Do you know
Yeah,
them?
they're actually really good friends of mine. They're huge anti-bullying advocates as well, and they have this hit song called "Carry On," which has over 100,000 views, and it's actually they used a kid who they flew him out from Michigan. He was bullied really badly in school, and he didn't want to have a birthday party, so his mom started this Facebook page. Because, and he got like 2.5 million likes on it. And so they were on like Good Morning America and all this stuff. And they decided to give this kid his dream come true and make him the star of a music video, a rock star for a day. And these are probably the nicest guys I know, true dorks as well. But very, very talented. They write their own music and they actually like build their own instruments, which is pretty dope.
What?
They call me the Band-Aid. I refuse to be
Band-Aid.
called a groupie because a Band-Aid helps the band. I cook for them. I go to their shows.
Yo,
And
listen.
they, I actually recently had to see them
I'm finna
because
make me a band.
I've been flying back
I need a Band-Aid
and forth
in
from
my
New
life.
York every 2 weeks. Like, I walked LA Fashion Week and then New York Fashion Week, and I was actually told that I was losing my dorkiness, and I am the Duchess of Dork. I embrace my dorkiness. So I had to go up and see these guys, and I had to be like, I need your dorkiness to rub off on me. I am losing it. I am becoming too Hollywood,
Your
and I
fairy
don't
dust
like it.
has been spread around, and it's
It really had.
the bag is
Are you
getting
kidding
empty.
me? Like after, like when I got there, they're like, "Yeah, you're not really dorky anymore. What happened?"
Yeah, we're gonna have to
and I was
find
like,
the Band-Aid, because
I
Band-Aids
know,
stick
I
on
know.
me.
And then after like spending the day, as they're like, "We got you back."
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
So
You know anybody that does music besides me? No, it's fun.
Wait, what you mean?
Anybody?
Like friends that are producers
Yeah,
and stuff? Yes.
anything like that.
Yeah, why? You're looking to produce something? You do?
Yeah, that too.
Produce
But at
something?
the same time, do you know people in the music industry? Do you know anything going on in music?
No,
No.
not like that.
All right, we got to get you on board.
Okay.
We got to get you to be a Band-Aid or get you your own.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not a Band-Aid or don't know anything like that.
Gotcha. No worries. No worries. No worries. So, before we close down the show, we got about 5 minutes, but it doesn't really matter to me. I'll just do
can we
it.
resume with these questions because they're real funny? I like them.
I want you guys to give your own.
Oh yeah.
Hey, yo, who coming on next? Anybody coming in?
Sunny, man. It's cool.
Is he here? He ain't here for real, for real? So if he ain't here, we're going to take his time. My computer's shutting down. Like by itself. It says logging
Okay.
off like right now. Look, it's just logging off by itself. I didn't even do anything. I swear I didn't do anything.
You know why? I think
I think phones should do that to people.
No, they should not.
Yes,
Not
people who are
mine.
on their phones all the time.
Okay, you know what you need? I'm actually going to get it for you. You need a no phone bowl.
You should just say logging
I'm
off.
coughing. She sleep now? I'm sleep. Hashtag I can't.
Hashtag I can. Wait, I can what? I'm a little confused of what I just agreed to. I'm a little worried. Should I be worried?
Sign here. Sign here.
Sign
Well,
on the dotted line.
How about if I like agreed to cook for you and
Oh, wow.
one time if you just don't whatever I agreed to, unless what I agreed to is really
One
nothing
question.
that I take
Just
that
take
back.
the
All I have
food.
is one
Just
question.
take the
Will there
food.
be candles involved?
No.
Just have it
I
delivered.
decline. I'm not coming over.
Oh, cry me a river. Wait, don't, because I'm not going to Swiffer it up.
Justine Timberlake in the house? Cry Me a River? I used to like that song. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, yo, listen. Hey, why you cut my mic off, though, bro?
I know, mine
You
too.
can't cut my mic off. I'm deleting the show. Like, what are you doing? You can't do that. I cut people's mics off. You feel me? Like, you think it's funny? Mm-hmm. Hey, you want to get on camera, Ariana? You're always camera ready. When you wake up,
You
you're
like
camera ready.
gorge.
Yeah, gorge. You want to be on camera? Hey, yo, listen. What's up with y'all?
Anybody got any good jokes?
Y'all.
That we have the best PR ever.
Yes!
Exactly.
You know what they are?
Creative
We got the
approach.
publicist-
PR is
Sassy.
amazing.
Publicists in the house, but they don't want to be on camera, which is kind of normal. But you know, I mean, they like, I'm behind the scenes, and you guys go ahead and be the front runners. I understand. I get it. I just wanted to extend the welcome. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I'm not saying bye. What are you talking about? You guys got any upcoming events or anything that's coming up that we want to know about?
On Sunday, I will be flying to New York City.
Word? Can I go?
No, sorry.
Okay. Next.
Wait,
What
Excuse me, somebody's not getting their cookies.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm flying to New York to be honored at the annual TSA Gala, Tourette Cinema Association Gala. I was asked to be a young adult advisory board member, which is a pretty big honor. And then I come back and I give an anti-bullying speech and workshop called Overcoming Obstacles for the Covenant House shelter, homeless shelter in Hollywood for homeless teams.
Did you just hear that?
And then I fly back
Did
to
y'all
New
hear what she
York
said
to
or no?
host Toys for Tots in New York.
Hey, yo, listen. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to be your band-aid. I'm gonna have to be her band-aid, like, for real.
Actress aid,
Right,
like,
just a little
like
small one.
PA. I think it's called PA when you're an actress.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
PA, right?
I mean, those are the Philadelphia.
Uh-huh. Beans.
Crickets,
We'll go with
crickets.
that.
Cool
We'll
beans
go
or
with
hot
that.
beans? I went to Chipotle
Hot.
today.
I
Black
like to
beans or
say
brown
cool
beans?
beans. Like, it's like swagger, but cool beans is dorkier, so it's suitable.
Yeah.
I have to add a
Get some more
little bit of
crickets?
dork
Can we
into
get some more
everything.
crickets, please?
Okay, you know what the problem is that I can't be too cool. Part of the thing is that, like, I'll do something really cool and really ballin', and then I'll be like,
All in.
Whoa.
and then I'll be like, wait, I gotta do something dorky or else they're gonna expect too much. They're gonna expect the cool factor all the time.
I feel
And
you.
that's a serious
I feel you.
problem, because then then-
Reputation.
exactly,
Tell
that's
me
just too
about
much work, and frankly, I'm a
cool.
little too lazy for that.
I'm just cool.
I'd rather
Which is
be a
cool.
dork.
Me too.
Yeah, Kita's the
I
cool
like to be
one.
zen.
Haley, dork in the house,
I like to be
Kita is
zen.
the cool one.
Just chill, like, yo, you might catch me, like Speedy Gonzalez. You might catch me like the turtle and just chill, like Garfield or something
Yeah.
like that. Just like, hey, just give me some pizza,
I like
ravioli,
cats.
lasagna, and whatever.
Not really turtles.
I
All
don't like
because my
turtles, they
mom
stink.
had turtle soup on her prom date and scared away her prom date.
We got
and
one more
scared
minute.
of turtles.
Upcoming events.
Yes, upcoming events. On Tuesday, I'm speaking at the Covenant House from 7 to 8. It's an honor to speak to these kids, and I'm really excited about it. My goal is to be on TED Talks, so this will be footsteps into that.
Where is this located?
Here in Los Angeles.
In Hollywood.
I'm not sure the...
It's right in Hollywood.
You can talk to my PR.
On my show, you need to have the information ready for me when I ask for it.
Covenant House. Just Google it.
Come in the house, I'll find it.
And then in January, I'm going to be having a huge fundraiser that I'm really, really excited about. And that's just looking on the up and up. So stay tuned for that. And then for any information, feel free to go to teambullybuster.org and Team Bully Buster on Facebook. And if you want to write in, ask me questions, message me, whatever, it's open for them. So go for it.
What about you?
And my social media is The Pretty Flower on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, The Pretty Flower, all one word.
Hope you guys know how to spell the pretty flower.
Thank you. Your social media, so anybody can reach you or contact you.
Yeah, well, my website is HayleyElizabethGrip.com. HayleyElizabethGripp.com. It's my middle name.
Okay,
so
just
the fact that I can't
send me the
spell
link.
Twitter is at HayleyGrip, and Instagram is HayleyGrip_official.
And grip is with 2 P's, guys. 2
Yes,
P's.
2
double
P's.
2 P's, no pistol Pete, okay? So we're going to end out with this song. I really appreciate my guests coming. I really
Thank you so much
appreciate
for
Miss
having me.
Ariana for bringing you guys in.
It's an honor.
And shedding some light and enlightening the people, in the community, the people who actually deal with it, the people who don't want to deal with it. Me, I guess, I hope you guys invite me and include me into your event so I can show up, show some support.
Yeah.
Because bullying is very, 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 very important, especially me coming from the hood, South Central. So right now, what we want to do, we want to end the session with a song from Galvanized Souls, and it's called Carry On. Mr. Chris, hit it.
I wish I had friends.
I've been let down, but I find a way to get back up and face the day. So take my hand and we'll raise this flag and we'll fight till there's nothing left. We will carry on. We will carry ourselves. We will carry on. When there's no one, nobody else. We will carry on. When there's nothing left to defend, we will carry on. It's just you and me till the end. One more day in this place that we call our home. Sometimes it seems like we're really just all alone. So take my hand and we'll raise this flag and we'll fight till there's nothing left. We will carry on. We will carry ourselves. We will carry on. When there's no one, nobody else. We will carry on. When there's nothing left to defend, we will carry on. It's just you and me till the end. We will carry on. We will carry ourselves. We will carry on. When there's no one, nobody else.
Make a wish.
I wish I had friends.